Last Saturday night, a couple of young kids, and I mean young, one was 12, the other 13, made a terrible decision in Washington, D.C. They chose, for whatever reason, to commit a carjacking. And police say surveillance video caught the 13-year-old approaching from the passenger side, the 12-year-old over at the driver's side. Both kids had their hands on their waistbands, like mimicking that they were packing heat. Maybe they were, maybe they weren't, don't know. But boy, did they pick the wrong car, because sitting in the passenger seat was an off-duty security officer with the U.S. Marshals. The officer leapt from the car, fatally shot the suspect on the passenger side. It was a 13-year-old. That 13-year-old was killed. He's since been identified as Bernard Tony Jr. Looks like a baby. The 12-year-old on the driver's side took off running. Again, caught on surveillance video. And his mom saw the video and then turned him into the police. And the court documents show that that boy has a history of serious behavioral issues and anger problems. He's now locked up in a juvenile facility charged with armed carjacking. But it could get worse. I want to bring in criminal defense attorney Dwane Cates to answer a couple questions. Dwane, thanks for being on. First of all, what is the worst thing that can happen to a 12-year-old in the juvenile system, if that's where he stays, with an armed carjacking charge?
Well, a 12-year-old, they've kind of set the limit at 15 in D.C., the legislature did. So it's going to be almost impossible to transfer him to criminal court, to adult court. So the worst that can happen to him if he gets convicted of even murder is that he stays in juvenile facility till he's 21 years old.
So that leads me to my next question. Well, first of all, you said it's almost impossible. Are you saying it is impossible? Have you ever seen a 12-year-old elevated to adult court anywhere?
I have. In Arizona, it can happen. You have to have a juvenile transfer hearing where you have a big proceeding in front of a judge. A judge has to make that decision. But from what I've read in D.C., the cutoff is 15. If you're not 15 years old, they can't move you to adult court.
Okay. So this is the scenario most people just cannot understand if they don't work within the legal profession, and it is crazy. But this 12-year-old is at the driver's side. The 13-year-old's at the passenger side. The carjacking victim gets out and shoots the 13-year-old. The 12-year-old didn't shoot anything. He just took off. But he, under the statute of felony murder, was in the commission of a felony when a death resulted, and thereby, under the law, could be charged with felony murder. I just don't know if you can do that with a 12-year-old in juvie, can you?
Well, you can charge him with felony murder, but the outcome's going to be the same. He'll get out when he's 21. Felony murder, you have to be in the commission of a serious or dangerous felony at the time that somebody dies, which he was. He fits the definition of felony murder. But again, I don't think because he's 12 years old, they're going to do that.
Okay, so no weapons were found, either at the scene of the crime or in the boy's bedroom. Does that make any difference given the fact that the charge is armed carjacking?
Well, sometimes you can be charged with armed carjacking if you have a fake weapon, pretend that you have a weapon, you stick your finger underneath your coat. The main component of it is that you put the victim in fear for their life. And if you put the victim in fear for his life, which he obviously did because the carjack victim shot one of them, he was in fear for his life. So I believe they could probably make that stick, even though there was no actual weapon found.
I only have one question left, but I'm short on time, so we'll make this quick. The dead boy, the 13-year-old, had been suspected in a number of previous carjackings. Can the 12-year-old bring that in and in his defense say something like, look, I'm 12, I looked up to him, I was enticed? Can any of that factor into his defense?
Oh, it all will. It's what's called mitigation. And he can have a mitigation person come in and say, hey, I was under the influence of this older kid who drugged me down the wrong path and use all of that. But again, the most likely outcome is he's going to be in prison till he's 21.
21. I mean, I've got shoes that are older than that period of time while he'll be incarcerated.
Me too.
Dwane Cates, yeah. So thank you for being on with me. Sorry about this really sad topic, but we'll have you back. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Ashleigh.
Dwane Cates. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.